Hello guys and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Andrew Shinnie and Sonny Bradley, our two new signings. But before I get into today's video, make sure you drop me a question on my last video which I uploaded yesterday. I was asking you guys for Q&A questions just to get you guys to get to know about me or get your opinions on what I've got to say about a certain question or a certain topic. So if you haven't done already, make sure you do, and if you have done, if you want to ask me another question, go over to that video and ask me another question. Right then, let's get into the video. Andrew Shinnie was our first signing of the summer. Now, obviously, he was on loan with us from last season. Now, first half of the season, Shinnie was brilliant, absolutely amazing. He was getting assists left, right and centre, creating chances for us. He was just missing the goals. Second half of the season, he just couldn't get into the team. It was that simple. I think in the games where you needed that certain someone, he just didn't step up to the mark. Whether or not that was Nathan Jones's decision or the fact that Shinnie couldn't do it, is a different story. But for me, he is a good signing. He is a League One player. Every time we played against a team who are higher in a high division, Shinnie showed like he was the player who could actually play higher. You know, he was that player with that bit of quality who could change a game. The game against Portsmouth, the game against like Ipswich, they were the two games where you thought, wow, Shinnie is a decent player, and you can tell he can go and play higher. And you can tell that why he has actually played higher as well. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, he's a good player. Just needs to add goals to his game, and also his off the ball work needs to be improved. He needs to be chasing down, he needs to be getting those tackles in. He isn't that type of player though, and that's the problem. He's like an Ozil of League One. He isn't going to run and chase the game. He isn't going to be that hard tackler. He's going to be a player who's going to be running around the pitch, and he's going to want you to give him the ball. Once you give him the ball, that's when he's going to do his work. If he doesn't do that, that's when you know Shinnie's having a bad game. But apart from that, Shinnie is a very good signing. Yeah, I'm glad that Shinnie's come back and he's agreed to join us from his loan deal. He just needs to get into the habit of playing games. Like last season, he hasn't played that amount of games in his whole career. And that surprises me because there weren't really many games, and like throughout his whole like football career, he doesn't play a lot of games. And I think that was the first time as well. So he needs to get into that habit of, right, I have to play 40 games a season, you know. And that's what he hasn't been doing though throughout his like football career. So it's something new to him, and he just needs to get better and he needs to adapt to it. But apart from that, I think Shinnie is an excellent signing, and it was a good start to the recruitment for our first League One season in like over 10 years. So it's a good start. Now we talk about our second signing of the season. Now it came to a surprise to non-Luton fans, where other clubs were thinking, why would Bradley want to sign for Luton? Sonny Bradley is too good for Luton. Luton isn't a place where a footballer should be living. He's just gone to Luton for the money. All these different types of reasons, and he's now officially a Luton Town player. Now, for me, just quickly talk about the money situation. I'm currently working for a hardware company. Now, if another hardware company offered me more money for the same hours, I would leave. It's simple as that. People need to remember, when it comes to money in football, they've got short careers, so they need as much money as possible. Also, the living situation. People go, oh, why would big players want to go to Luton? For one, I know a lot of Luton players don't actually live in Luton itself. I know a few Luton players actually live in Milton Keynes, where I live. So it just shows you that they just live in nearby towns, nearby cities as well, which ain't too far away from Luton. So all this living stuff is a load of rubbish, to be fair to you. Also, we are a club on the up. A lot of people don't realise this. We are a club who are making our way up the leagues. We've got a hungry manager. We've got decent facilities now. We've got hopefully a new stadium coming soon, and we want to go up. We want to play high as possible. We want to be in the Championship. We want to, obviously, I don't think our ambitions are just the Championship. I do believe we want to eventually get to the Premier League, but it's all going to take time, and we all going to need the players for that. We need players to be a standard Championship side who can maintain being in the Championship every season. That's what we're working towards. And signing big players like Bradley will help towards that. Now, signing him was amazing. You know, big clubs were looking at him, and it makes me laugh that Plymouth think they're a bigger club than Luton, because they're not. You know, they're the only reason why they get the fans is because they're the only professional club down near Plymouth. They're the only professional club in Devon. You know what I mean? So when it comes to attracting supporters, it's quite easy. You know, when it comes to clubs like us, we are fighting against other clubs around us. So we are very good. We've also played in the top flight football. Plymouth's never actually played in top flight football. Also, we've actually won trophies. Plymouth haven't. So if you compare it like that, we are the bigger club. And the reason why we don't get as many, like, our attendances ain't as good, is because we are limited by our stadium. If we had a bigger stadium, we would get more supporters. It is simple as that. Now I've spoken about all the rubbish which fans have been speaking about Luton recently over the Bradley signing. Let's actually get talking about Bradley himself. Decent centre-half, 6'5". You know, he's played a lot of League One football. Actually, he's done it for, obviously, Plymouth last season, and he's done it for Crawley in their relegation season. He's also played for Crawley in League Two as well, and he also played a lot of games for Plymouth in their promotional season, scoring a lot of goals. Also, he is a player who can get a few himself. I think he scored 7 goals in their promotional season, and he scored 4 goals last year. So 11 goals in 2 seasons from a defender, it isn't that bad, to be fair. And with Sheehan being at the club, who knows how to, like, deliver a ball into the box, him and Bradley are going to be having a field day in getting goals from set pieces. Now, this is massive for me because last season it was just Sheehan and Potts. They were whipping. It was just them two working together, and that was our only game plan from last year. We was only whipping the ball into Potts. Now Bradley aside, we've got 2 different options. But all that can change because Dan Potts is rumoured to leave anyway. He's rumoured to go to Nottingham Forest, Wigan, even Sunderland. So Dan Potts could be leaving, and then we can easily say, well, Justin could play left back. He could be leaving. So it's all, at the moment, it's very hard because it's very hard to give you a judgment on how I believe the season will plan out, because players are still on holiday, players can still be going, the transfer window is still here, so it's really hard to tell you what's going to be happening. But next year it would be Sheehan and Bradley as a centre-back partnership, both left-footed centre-backs. I think Nathan Jones wanted a right-footed centre-back, but I think when you get a chance to sign a top centre-back in League One, you're going to want to sign him. And the fact is that he chose us over certain other clubs as well. It just proves that he believes that we have better ambition than a lot of other clubs. And the fact is that he turned down Plymouth as well. See, for me, I don't know why he turned down Plymouth. Now, people say, oh, it's because of the money. But I believe Plymouth have got the budget to give him that more money. So it must be due to the fact that Plymouth are not as ambitious as what we are. And that's why he joined us. Maybe the facilities were important. And I know that when Jervis signed for us, Jervis, he actually spoke to Jervis, Bradley himself, and Jervis said a lot of positives about us. So it just shows you that we are a club on the up, and we are attracting players who are good for this league and who can play higher as well. The only negative I have to say about Bradley is that he is, obviously because he's tall, small, pacey strikers can get round him quite easily, so his movement needs to be good. I haven't seen too much of Bradley play, so I can't really judge him on his defending. However, he's only got one yellow. He only got 1 yellow card and 1 red card last season. Now, is that because he's a good, like, tackler, or is it because he doesn't tackle? So you can take it 2 ways. But overall, Bradley is a fantastic signing for Luton. And that's pretty much it, guys, of this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Comment down below your thoughts about Andrew Shinnie and Sonny Bradley signing for Luton Town. Also, if you haven't followed me on all my social media, make sure you do. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.